Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa. I'm a natural-born American citizen. Due to a series of recent past experiences, I now qualify to speak on crime in America. I think in order to remove this infection, we must first look at how big it is, so we can stop it before it spreads. The history of a natural-born American citizen who performed an especially meritorious contribution in a culturally significant endeavor present in the United States of America is a history met with repeated injuries, usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of an absolute despotism over the citizen after the performance of an achievement that has an impact on American history and culture that is likely to be recognized as a major achievement in the recipient's field long after the achievement. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. Upon being faced with repeated offenses that rendered me under total and absolute oppression, I pioneered emergent technology to reinvent and craft and protect the sanctity of my virtue, while rendering my country with a product manufactured in the light of our Creator. My laborious efforts and pursuit in this mission lasted over half a decade, upon which I was restricted to 90% of my time, working diligently in total solitude. After many years of trials, failures, and tribulations, the mission achieved success and was met with worldwide critical acclaim. Yet, despite the victorious nature of this endeavor, I was met with relentless industrial and local government failures, disregarded and shunned by the very union formulated to protect me, ignored by economic partners, silenced and misrepresented by industrial publications, rejected by agencies created to serve artisans of my craft, failed by local government policies and departments, abandoned by law enforcement, poisoned by housing professionals under contract to protect me, defrauded by representatives of the law. In every stage of these oppressions, I petitioned for redress in the most humble terms, but these repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. Unruly systemic bodies, whose characters are thus marked by acts that define an outlaw, are unfit to be the operational structure of a free people. It is in turbulent times like these, America would be wise to revisit the words of Founding Father Thomas Jefferson, who said, "Laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind. As that becomes more developed, more enlightened, as new discoveries are made, new truths disclosed, and manners and opinions change with the change of circumstances, institutions must advance also and keep pace with the times. We might as well require a man to wear the same coat that fitted him as a boy, as civilized society to remain ever under the regime of their barbarous ancestors. Let us follow no such examples, nor weakly believe that one generation is not as capable as another of taking care of itself and of ordering its own affairs. Let us, as our sister states have done, avail ourselves of our reason and experience to correct the crude essays of our first and unexperienced, although wise, virtuous, and well-meaning counsels. And lastly, let us provide in our Constitution for its revision as stated periods. What these periods should be, nature herself indicates. This natural-born American citizen, myself, who achieved this feat, which may objectively qualify for a worthy consideration of a Congressional Gold Medal and a Presidential Medal of Freedom, has informed the offending industrial bodies from time to time of attempts by their own rebellion to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over her. She has reminded them of current legislatures and the circumstances of her exemplary achievements. She has appealed to their native justice and magnanimity and has requested they disavow these usurpations, which would inevitably interrupt her connections and correspondence. But they too have been deaf to the voice of justice and of consequency. She must therefore acquiesce in the necessity to demand immediate revision in the United States as an operational body, with a thorough addition of industrial ethics and business jurisprudence into the Constitution. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, this natural-born American citizen gracefully invites all members of the government to join in this endeavor and mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.